Aquarius, this is your reading for the next 7 days. It's been a while, I know. Last Aquarius reading I did was for the month of November. So yeah, it's been about a week. And now we're doing the next 7 days. So we're going to jump right in with some signs and synchronicities. Spirit, what signs and synchronicities would you like for my Aquariuses to be aware of, to pay attention to allow to speak to them and guide them over the next 7 days? Ooh, hold on. Submissive. Ooh. Okay, so this is, I'm getting 2 messages. Some of you all, and this one is very specific, some of you all need to learn how to submit to your partner, okay? For others of you, if that message does not resonate, do not take it, because I have another message. Some of you all are going to be required to submit to your intuition in the next 7 days. There is a message, a nudge, inspiration or motivation that is going to be coming to you in the form of pure energy. And you're going to have to know how to submit to that when it comes. And learn how to follow your heart in that specific moment. But like I said, for others of you, the message is to learn how to be more submissive to your partner. This is not gender specific. Men have to learn how to submit to their female counterparts, just like women do. We both need to learn how to submit to each other. So this is not about gender. This is about the art, the act of submission in a relationship. Aries. Okay, some of you all could be dealing with an Aries next 7 days. Yeah, some of you, whether it's romantic or not, some of you all may have an Aries in your life that has played a significant role in your life, whether good or bad, and you could be dealing with them in the next 7 days. Gossip. There could be some gossip going on. This Aries could be the one doing the gossip. For others of you, this is a completely different message, not connected one to the other. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Spirit, what do you have for my Aquarius next 7 days? What is the overall energy going to be for them for the next 7 days? That's really strange. The wrong card is in there. Next 7 days, Spirit. What do you have for my Aquariuses for the next 7 days? Some of you all are getting ready to change your perspective about something or someone. There's some kind of situation where you were very headstrong about it, okay? And in the next 7 days, you're going to realize that there's more than one way to skin a cat. I'm hearing another saying, 2 things can be right at the same time, right? 2 things can be true at once. Take that how it resonates. Like, yeah, you were right. This person is an asshole, but they're also a good person. Something along those lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, 2 things can be true at once. Yes, they're an asshole, but they also can be a good person at the same time. Take it as it resonates. If you know, you know. Foundation. Okay, so some of you all are going to be trying to build something. Intimacy. Ooh, some of you all could be trying to build something with someone who you have a new perspective of. So there could have been someone who maybe you lost all hope on, or maybe you didn't find them that attractive, or maybe you weren't ready to settle down with them. I don't know, but there's something about the way that you viewed someone. You did not see them as either marriage material or just maybe you were never attracted to them before. And now you're finding yourself attracted to them, and that's what has changed in your perspective. And now you're going to be in a space where you want to build something with this person because of the intimate bond that you have with them. Hi, Camden. I'm great, Mukti Singi. I don't know how if I'm saying that right, babe. But hi, love and blessings to you too. How are you? If you stick around to the end of the reading, I will answer a question for you. Okay? Also, if you guys are interested in a private reading with me, the link to my Etsy shop is down below. Hopeless. Yeah, this is somebody that you gave up all hope on. There's also going to be a situation that you might feel hopeless about, in the sense of maybe you're going to quit. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was in college, when I first started going to college, I changed my major like 4 times. I kept changing my mind. You know, I don't see myself. This is hopeless. No more dedicating my time or money or putting myself in debt going towards this specific thing. I don't see this bringing me happiness in the future. I'm going to change my major. It could be something as simple as that, or it could be a little bit more deep for you. What is my Aquarius's love life going to look like in the next 7 days? Possibilities, free spirited. So some of you all could be single at this time, and you could have multiple options, and you're just like a free spirit right now. You're not committed to anyone. You're not locking anything down with anyone. You're just moving freely, you know, trying to figure out where you fit in on the dating scene. Ooh, third parties. I mean, well, you all have multiple options, but I'm also getting here that someone that you're dealing with is also, they also have multiple options. Thinking, craving, missing you. You have an ex that still wants you here next 7 days. And mistakes. This person might apologize to you. What I'm also getting, though, is this: for some of you all, this ex has some kind of resentment towards you. They feel misunderstood because they have misunderstood, victim, lost soul. So some of them feel misunderstood by you or unappreciated. This is the message that I'm getting. They put in a certain amount of effort thinking that they were going to receive a certain, I don't know, just a certain level of appreciation from you, and they don't feel like that was received well. You didn't receive whatever it was they gave with the right level of appreciation or gratitude. That is the message that I'm getting, and they resent you for that. But they also feel like they made mistakes with you as well. They still miss you. They would like another chance with you. Spirit, what do you have for career, money, finance, and stability in the next 7 days for my Aquariuses? Distance, separation, space, blockage. Okay, so for some reason, I feel like somebody has not been at work in a while. I don't know if you were sick or if you had other like emergency type of obligations or something where you've had to call off, but I feel like somebody has not been at work or will have to call off from work in the next 7 days. You won't be there, whether it's an emergency or not. All right, somebody is gonna okay, so some of you all are gonna get a really nice paycheck. Okay, so what I was getting is that okay, sorry about that. So what I'm getting here is that some of you all are going to be getting a very nice paycheck in the next 7 days, and then others of you are going to be getting a very short paycheck. Because for those of you who already have not been at work, your paycheck is going to reflect that. For others of you, that message won't resonate. You're going to get a nice paycheck. This is the karma card. What you get, you give. What you give, you get. Family. Oh. Okay, so there might have been some kind of family issue as to why you were not able to come to work. Something to do with your kids, maybe your children's mother or father, or this could be like your mom, your sister, your brother, I don't know. There was something that happened with your family that prevented you from being at work or is going to prevent you from being at work. Chemistry. Ooh, okay. This is another message I got. This won't be for everybody. Some of you all have missed work simply because you hate it there. Okay? Take it as it resonates. Either you did or you're going to in the next 7 days. You're going to wake up. You're going to try to get dressed. And it's just going to be very hard to get out of the bed. It's going to be very hard for you to focus and push yourself into getting in that goddamn car. It's just going to be very hard. And you're ultimately going to decide, you know what? I'm not going in today. All right. Let's do some tarot. Oh, you know what? I want to do my other love deck to clarify some of this love situations that's coming out. Let's see what else is coming out for love. Connection. Okay, so now I'm hearing that you guys could be meeting somebody new. It's going to be very fun, very flirty. I don't know if it's that deep, but it's going to be a very fun, flirty energy that you're going to have with somebody new. Or like a revive. Like you know how like you could have started talking to some guy or some girl and only lasted for a couple of weeks. You forgot about them and then for whatever the reason they resurface. Something like that. Something very lighthearted, not too deep. That's what I'm getting. Spiritual. Okay. I'm getting a couple of messages. So, some of you all are dealing with, like how you have all of these options, right? In dating, you have all these options. There's somebody who you have a spiritual connection with. Then, there is somebody that you are dating that has a spiritual connection with someone else. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little messy. It look a little messy. Okay? I don't know how much you like this other person that's got somebody else. You know, but you have somebody that you have a spiritual connection with. I'll dig in with the tarot. Mixed signals. This person okay, so this mixed signal card came out over thinking. This thinking card was about your ex. Your ex feels like you are sending them mixed signals. This is what the resentment is about. The resentment that I picked up earlier, they resent you for that. They feel like you're playing with them, like you're toying with them, like they're not a human with emotions, like there's somebody that you, like a thing and not a person. That's how they feel about what you're doing with them. I don't know. But at the same time, they don't want to let you go. So it's almost like they don't really have anybody to blame but themselves. Because if that's genuinely how they feel about you, then, you know, deductive reasoning would lead them to walking away. But they don't want to walk away. So I don't know. Okay, I was going to say. Yeah, all right. So this person, regardless of how resentful they feel, they still miss you. They want to talk to you. They wish that I'm also getting like calling you during a work day or something like that, or calling you on the way home from work. That's what I'm getting, or something like that. Like there's some kind of routine that they're used to that they're not able to like partake in with you anymore. And that's something that they really miss. All right, let's get started with the tarot. Spirit, what is this perspective card here? What will my Aquariuses be seeing in a different light in the next 7 days? Okay, either this is somebody that you walked away from, or that you want to leave another situation and go towards. More on this perspective, Ace of Swords, a breakthrough. Okay, this is somebody that you had all wrong. This is what I'm seeing with the Ace of Swords. With the Six of Swords to the Ace of Swords on the perspective card. This is what I'm seeing. This is somebody that you had all wrong. This is somebody that you thought that the only way you could be happy is if you walked away from them. You thought the only way that you could have true peace is if you left them alone. Now you're realizing that it's actually more painful to walk away than it is to stay. I don't know. Hold on, Spirit. What else are you trying to say? This is somebody that you thought that you couldn't be happy with. Queen of Swords. Now you're realizing that you just needed to set more boundaries. So it's almost like it wasn't them, it was you type of situation. Like they weren't the problem, you were. And you were the problem because you didn't set the kind of boundaries that needed to be set. That's what I'm getting. You're realizing that you had more control over the situation and more power over the situation than you thought. Because now that you're in separation with this person is like putty in your hand. A. B, you're realizing maybe they were always like putty in your hand. And you just didn't realize the power that you yielded. Just how much you meant to this person. Okay. What is... Okay, this influences card with the spiritual. Who is this person that Aquarius has this spiritual connection with? Five of Swords. This is somebody who you walked away from because you felt like the situation was hopeless. There was no hope in the situation. You feel like you had to walk away from them. This is somebody that you argue with a lot. Ace of Pentacles. This is also somebody who you have the potential to have a brand new beginning with, should you decide to take that route. Okay, so for this other person in Aquarius's life that has a spiritual connection with someone else outside of Aquarius, who is that person? The Queen of Pentacles reversed. Ooh. Now, honest to God, I heard that this is somebody who has a broke ex-girlfriend or baby mama or something like that. Or if you're a male dealing with a feminine, this is somebody, they're dealing with a man that is, first of all, not even in their masculine energy like that. And they are always looking to receive something from your feminine that you deal with. Granted, you all are dealing with multiple different people because you have the possibilities card and the multiple options card. So this could be somebody of little significance to you. I doubt it though, because they came out in this reading. It's almost like you have two deep connections. Then you have the Six of Cups in reverse. This is somebody that refuses to move on from your person. And that, okay. Okay. They don't find much value in this person. They just don't see them as valuable. Why they don't see them as valuable? I don't know. They still are dealing with this person, but they don't find value in them. take that as it, you know, take that as it resonates, because at the end of the day, they're still dealing with this other person. So they could just think that this person has low self-esteem. That could be why they think that about them, because they think so little of themselves. You know what I'm saying? So take that with a grain of salt. Spirit, what don't my Aquariuses see coming in the next 7 days? The moon. Okay, something is hidden from you. What don't they see coming in the next 7 days? Page of Swords. Some of y'all could be hiding something from someone. And with the Page of Swords, the moon to the Page of Swords, this person is going to go digging. They're getting ready to do some research on you. That's what you don't see coming. There could be something that you're trying to keep to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And somebody's going to make it their personal business to find out what that is. The Four of Swords. Somebody that you are talking to and that you are interested in could go quiet on you. That's something else that you don't see coming in the next 7 days. And the Seven of Cups in reverse. Some of y'all could end up cutting some of these people off. Who could they possibly be cutting off, Spirit? The King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Whoever it is that's dragging their feet to give you what you want, there is somebody. Hey, loving my boys, how you doing tonight? There's somebody that you're interested in that you let them know, like, this is what I need from you. And you're really just telling them this because, like I said, you have multiple options. A lot of you all are on the dating scene. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to weed through all of your options to decide who's the most valuable pick, who's the best choice. The person that's getting cut off is the person that is taking forever to show you that they can give you what you need. With the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. I want to clarify this job here. Why will Aquarius be missing work? Queen of Wands. Okay. The High Priestess. Okay, because some of y'all just not gonna feel like it. That's what I promise you, that message just keeps on coming out for this job. The Six of Wands. You feel like there's better things that you could be spending your time on. And for others of you, you're trying to preserve your vitality, your happiness or something. Something about this job just really drags you down and you're not willing to sacrifice your good energy going into this place. Okay? What will be my Aquarius' advice for the next 7 days? Seven of Pentacles. More advice. The Hangman. Okay, sticking something out and working at something even when it looks like it's not going somewhere. So, like I said, for some of you all, there's somebody that you lost hope on, or some relationship or something. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be familial, like a family member or something like that. But regardless, there's something that you're going to stick it out with. And you're going to gain a different perspective here with the Hangman. And you're going to keep putting in the work even though it don't look like it's going anywhere. You're skeptical or suspicious that things might not go the way that you plan. You're still going to maintain a certain level of faith enough to stick it out. Or at least that's your advice. One more. The Devil reversed. Okay, yeah, you guys are going to be releasing negative attachments. For some of you all, it's this person you're getting ready to cut off. For some of you all, it's a negative thought pattern. Remember how I was saying you guys are going to adapt a new perspective about somebody or something? Some of you all are going to feel like the old perspective that you had was a negative thought pattern. It was a thought pattern of like not hopelessness, but what's the word I'm looking? Powerlessness, where you felt like you made decisions and you made judgment calls on somebody based on their actions, but you weren't looking at yourself in the situation. You thought you had less power over the situation than you actually did. And so now you're looking at it as, okay, that was me operating in a powerless position. I need to step into my power. I am realizing that I am powerful, and I won't entertain any self-talk that would lead me to believe or lead me to make decisions in a way that says that I don't have control over my life or my situation or what I allow into my space. You don't have to accept anything. You don't. You don't have to put up with anything. Anything that you put up with is not because you have to, it's because you've chosen to. Alright, yeah. Let's move on to your oracle card. If you guys are interested in a private reading with me, the link to my Etsy shop is down below in the description. Please like, share, and subscribe because it really does help my channel. Okay, you got... Hold on, because that was messy. That was too messy. Hold on. Messy again. Okay, just the fact that I keep saying messy, you all might feel like there's drama in the next 7 days too. Or that somebody is drama. You're going to choose to leave somebody alone because you feel like they're drama. You got higher power here with the number 4. The number 4 represents stability. Okay, let's see what it says. Conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. That kind of reminds me of the recurring message that kept coming up in this reading about you stepping into your power because you're finally acknowledging how powerful you are. Some of you all have kind of been in like a victimhood energy. And when we embody a victimhood energy, that is because people have done things to us in our former years where they victimized us. And so it taught us that we are victims, and we kind of carry that with us through life. And so because we might end up carrying that with us through life, we put ourselves in situations where we end up becoming the victim over and over again. But that is only because somebody taught us to lay down our weapon, our defenses, and allow other people to take advantage of us. And now you're coming into a space where you are teaching yourself. You are your mother now. You are your father. Some of you all have been submitting to the Most High with submissive here and been allowing your ancestors to mother you. You have been allowing the Most High to mother you and father you. And now you are relearning your own power. Because in your former years, those who were responsible for teaching you about your power decided to take it away from you instead. So that is the message that I'm getting off of this card. And this is happening through a divine connection with spirit. All right. So that is your message, Aquarius. I hope that helped. Thank you guys for kicking it with me tonight, and I will see you in the next one.